What's good with the people? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing on this Star Search Saturday? You know what I'm talking about? Say, bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? But before I do that, what's good, people? Like, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen, man. You know what I'm talking about? All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing. Keep that head up, you know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now. You know what I'm talking about? You can go get you one off of 76 MacArthur. They sold out. They'll be back. Giants Liquor is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. You know what I'm talking about, man. But if all else fails, you know what I'm talking about, man. You can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy your hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying the stores now. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you go to Amazon, copy your hardback. You know what I'm talking about, man? Stick up 2 coming soon. Funkadelic trying 2 coming real soon. You know what I'm talking about? What's that swing that finger, young man? You talking about this one? That's the one, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's the one, bro. Worldwide INC. Worldwide Incorporated. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, what does that mean, bro? And I'm gonna tell you, it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu Fresh Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about, man? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bro. All my folks on the bottom of that thing, all my folks on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Mama says, and Mama always says, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. You know what I'm talking about, man? Almost forgot. Whoa, oh shit, y'all. I almost spilled it. You know what I'm talking about? Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. You know what I'm talking about? Almost spilled it. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers. A brother like myself, good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself, good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellage. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say that already? If I did, don't take a sip of the sippers. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? No, don't do it. No. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? No. I don't promote no domestic violence. Good brother like myself, I don't. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No. No. No, man. Me, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? Me, none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? No, no. You know what I'm talking about? Me, all I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. But a good brother like myself, I ain't prejudiced. He don't talking about no. He don't talking about good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No. He don't talking about good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the little people. No. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. They was talking to me, man. I just loves me some everybody. He don't want to talk about. As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. Quest. You know what I'm talking about? Read that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? And that love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Hey. Check it out, man. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? How is y'all doing on this Star Search Saturday? You gonna say what you talking about, bro? I'm finna jump right into it. And I mean right into it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finna jump right into it. Star Search Saturday it is. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who's sleeping in the closet. Hand me my coat. Five pop. Double five pop. You know what I'm talking about? Man. We start search. What are you talking about, bro? Oh man, I'm gonna give you the origins on how we got here. You know what I'm talking about? Yesterday my partner called me, right? So he called me, he was all excited about what one of these other characters had said. You know what I'm talking about? So he called me going into it. He just telling me what this fella done said. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm listening to it. I ain't say nothing. You know what I'm talking about? I just listen to what he had to say. You know what I'm talking about? Now check this one out. We going to get off the phone. See, I'm one of them fellas that won't kill your excitement when you excited. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just going to be excited with you. You know what I'm talking about? So look what happened, right? Now you get off the phone, right? Bam. Now get this one right here, y'all. Now all this shit he just told me that this fella told him. You know what I'm talking about? Check this one out. It was the same shit. And I mean the exact same shit. I done told this nigga a little something over a year ago. You know what I'm talking about? Almost 2 years ago, you know what I'm talking about? I done said the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? But guess what? With nobody listening to bruh, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, they wouldn't listen to Baby Could. Nah, they wasn't doing it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's how we get the star search Saturday. You feel me? You say, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Star search? How I said the same thing damn near 2 years ago with nobody listening to me. You feel me? You need one of these motherfuckers you consider famous to listen to. You know what I'm talking about? Like somehow famous people just automatically have more sense than the people you consider regular. You know what I'm talking about? That should be crazy as a motherfucker to me. And Star Search Saturday go just like that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because we'll be sitting around some good people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why. And I mean, why this fire just falls on this carpet. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, ooh, man, ooh, lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? It go just like that, man. Because in today's world, I don't know if it's always been like this. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't really pay attention to it. So I don't want to just, you know what I'm talking about, misspeak. You know what I'm talking about? I just didn't pay attention to it. But I can tell you what's going on today. You know what I'm talking about? When I'm looking at it a little bit more. You know what I'm talking about? You can have somebody in your family, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, somebody that loves you. You know what I'm talking about? And guess what? You ain't gonna listen to a motherfucking thing they say. They could be giving you all the best advice in the world. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't finna listen to that shit. Nah. You finna go find one of these motherfuckers you consider famous or popular. You know what I'm talking about? And you finna hang on every word that come up out their motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm talking about? That's exactly what you finna do. You finna, your mama told you to go on. You know what I'm talking about? Watch yourself. That's what mama told you, sis. Don't be running out there, you know what I mean, fast, running behind them boys, because they only want one thing, and that's some tail. You know what I'm talking about? That's all little boys want, some tail. Now, that's what your mama told you. Nah, you ain't listening to your mama. Nah, you ain't listening to your mama. You was over there, man. You hung on the words of the city girls talking about Hot Girl Summer, or whoever the fuck song that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Meg Stallion, them Cardi B, all them all. You know what I'm talking about? All them twerking bitches. You know what I'm talking about? The stripper turn. They done turned the strippers into the bitches of the day. You know what I'm talking about? You know, listen to mama. You listen to them other people tell you it was hot girl stomach, go sit on the thing. You know what I'm talking about? Swing your thing, twerk, do all this shit, man. You know what I'm talking about? Then you done fuck around, got pregnant and all that shit. Now you crying for mama. You know what I'm talking about? Mama can't do nothing for you now. You know what I'm talking about? You wasn't listening to mama. You was listening to the other people who don't even know you. And we got that bad. We just do. Because we will scour this motherfucker, y'all. And like say we into it with somebody or just mad or whatever the point is, right? Mama say don't blow your nose on camera. Sorry, mama. Top of the world, mama. Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why that was their favorite part of my movie. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga was bouncing on the couch. I'm like, top of the world, mama. Top of the world. That shit just cracks me up, bro. He was watching that movie. But on some real shit, man. Daddy told you to stop hanging around all them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? No, we ain't listen to that shit. You ain't got no friends. Boy, I'm your only friend. Remember parents used to say shit like that? No, we ain't listen to them, no. Nigga, you ain't none of my friends, you know what I'm talking about? Then you go run behind them niggas, and what happens as soon as they got caught, they point the finger at you. You know what I'm talking about? Now, who you calling daddy? You know what I'm talking about? You was right, dad. You know what I'm talking about? And on the Star Search Saturday, it go just like that. We don't listen to motherfuckers who know us for real, who might have our best interests at hand. We go find an invisible motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about, that we don't know, and we start listening to them. You ever see one of them motherfuckers wake up and they scour the motherfucking, what is it, the internet, for one of these motherfuckers self-righteous gurus or something, motherfuckers that be, you know what I'm talking about, all that shit right there? You ever watch a motherfucker do that? They're gonna watch a motherfucker spew hella blanket statements and apply that shit because they just looking for somebody to say something to cater to their emotions at that point. You know what I'm talking about? And that's all we be doing because we don't like holding ourselves accountable. So we just scour around for somebody else to feel like we do. You know what I'm talking about? And that's probably why you like who you like. That's how that nigga, when they was complaining about he was lying to the bitches, you know what I'm talking about? That's all a motherfucker do. Tell you what you want to hear. Now you mad at him, you know what I'm talking about? It was another nigga over there telling you about yourself. You don't want to hear that shit. You wanted to hear how that you weigh 700 pounds and you was like, you might still be beautiful. That the weight don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? But you wanted to listen to a motherfucker tell you that you don't got to do nothing. You could just stay like that. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even, it ain't gonna work, man. Not if you looking for self improvement. You get what I'm saying? If you want to lose weight, you got to do the shit it takes to lose weight. You can't just go listen to somebody tell you, you know what, you ain't got to lose weight. You could just be big and beautiful. Now, you could do that too, you know what I'm talking about? But if you decide to go that route, you can't get mad when they tease you about being big and beautiful. You know what I'm talking about? Big old pretty fat ass bitch. I see, sis, fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? But on the Star Search Saturday, man, that's what the fuck we do. You know what I'm talking about? We go search for the words of the stars. You know what I'm talking about? Because they must be right. And that's the worst thing about today, man. Because money could just camouflage anything. You know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker figure, if you got some money, you just know what you're doing. And you know what you're doing to get the money. You know what I'm talking about? But that's where that might stop. You know what I'm talking about? You still might know what you're doing. Just because you're a good hustler don't mean you were smart. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like if you a killer don't mean you not a sucker. You know what I mean? Why you think niggas tell when they get called for the killing? The niggas trying to do everything in their power not to get separated from that gun. You get what I'm saying? Because we some bad motherfuckers out here behind that trigger. You know what I'm talking about? You get up in there somewhere where niggas was doing push-ups 10 years before you got there, it might be a little bit different. That shit just might be a little bit different, bro. You feel me? But on the Star Search Saturday, man, it's just crazy how motherfuckers won't listen to the people who really love you. You know what I'm talking about? We living in a world where it's like only the popular people or the people they consider famous, them the only people who know what they talking about. Y'all see them people on Facebook all day posting them quotes and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Your daddy done told you some shit like that a long time ago. You get what I'm saying? You wasn't listening to him, but now they posting them quotes. Y'all watching the movies and shit. The snitch nigga, what was his name? The one Denzel Washington played. The loudest nigga in the room is the weakest. Nigga, your daddy done been told you that. You wasn't listening to it. Your daddy told you that about your friends. How this nigga was always raw, and you know what I'm talking about what he'll do to a motherfucker, and he'll beat a motherfucker like this and that, you know what I'm talking about? So you got confidence in this nigga now. Y'all done went to a house party, this nigga done got everybody ass whooped. You ever did that before? This talk shit and got everybody ass whooping. Yeah, I did. Fuck it, you ain't talk shit if you ain't did that. You know what I'm talking about? If you ain't talked enough shit to get everybody ass whooped. You ain't talked enough shit. You know what I'm talking about? No, you ain't talking no shit. No, that shit mine. You know what I'm talking about? God damn, bro. But on the Star Search Saturday, man, it just go like that, folks. I ain't gonna tell you what you need to stop doing or what you need to. I'm just gonna put it like this. Since I've been living, bro, like money ain't never mattered. I mean, it matter because I don't want to put it like that, nigga. Money matter like a motherfucker, but it has nothing like because you have money doesn't mean you have game. You know what I'm talking about? Just because you have money, that's all it means. You have money. It doesn't translate into nothing else. You get what I'm saying? You just got money. It doesn't mean you know what the fuck you talking about because you got money. You know what I'm talking about? You just knew what the fuck you was doing, you know what I'm talking about, to get a dollar. You get what I'm saying? But like I say, man, mama, daddy, you know what I'm talking about, our loved ones, they been around here telling us the same shit we done picked up off of when O-Dog said it, or Kane, or your favorite movie character said it, Denzel Washington and them. You know what I'm talking about? All of a sudden, that's when it registered. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, I ain't telling you what to do. I'm just telling you way long before a star said anything or somebody around you, nigga, then told you something, you know what I'm talking about, because they really care for you. You get what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the motherfuckers who telling you shit because they hating. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who really care for you. You know what I'm talking about? But you ain't listen to them. You just not. You gonna override that shit, then go find one of them quotes. You know what I'm talking about? You just gonna find one of them quotes, and then you that blanket ass statement quote. You know what I'm talking about? And then you gonna feel that. You know what I'm talking about? Like somebody didn't drop some real gay or real love. You know what I'm talking about? Just be like, I'm just gonna leave you with this one, man. Just because somebody you consider popular, don't mean they know what they talking about, folks. And that's how niggas is getting caught up listening to this music and all this shit that you realize niggas is on this shit just saying shit that y'all really reenacting. You know what I'm talking about? These niggas spitting bars behind $1 million homes and mansions. And shout out to them. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. Fuck it if you can get there. But they spitting this shit from the comforts of their own safety. You know what I'm talking about? They never got to do that shit again. But they get niggas juiced up out there that's still out there. You know what I'm talking about? And they riding around listening to these niggas and they reenacting these lyrics. You know what I'm talking about? While they got their kids over there listening to Taylor Swift and shit. They don't even let their kids listen to them. Because they know the amount of poison they dumping into the community. You know what I'm talking about? We all do that shit sometimes. He just dump poison in the community and get on, man. It's fucked up, but hey, you know what I'm talking about? That's how it is, bro. But on the Star Search Saturday, nephew, sis, oh man, oh lady, hey, you know what I'm talking about? You got good information or you might not, but it's some good information right around you from somebody who really know you. You get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't hating on you. You feel me? So you might start just look at the motherfuckers around you. You might want to start treating them like stars. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of these motherfuckers you ain't gonna never meet. Coffee Chronicles. Cause I think your mama know you a little bit better than Jay-Z and Beyonce and them. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.